Hi, everybody, and welcome to second grade book talks. Congratulations on going into second grade next year, boys and girls. We are going to talk to you today about some of the suggested reading book list books that you have on your summer reading list that are suggested by your librarians and your teachers. So welcome, and we're the Beebe Library Youth Room Librarians, and with me today we have Annie Hawkheiser, who is one of our children's librarians, and Heidi Zeibig, who is another one of our children's librarians. My name is Nancy Sheehan, and we also today want to invite you to participate in Imagine Your Story, our 2020 summer reading program. So we're going to start talking about some of our books, and Miss Annie's gonna kick us off here.
Great. Thank you, Miss Nancy. Hi, everybody. I'm Miss Annie, and the first book that I want to tell you about is The Chicken Squad, The First Misadventure by Doreen Cronin. So these might be chicks, but they are not chicken. The Chicken Squad is on a mission. Sugar, Poppy, Sweetie, and Dirt are not your typical barnyard birds. These chickens are solving mysteries and fighting crime. So when Squirrel comes barreling into the chicken coop with a mystery, it's up to the chickens to figure out what the round, shiny, big green thing in the yard is. What if it's a UFO that's full of aliens who want chickens as pets? Or worse, chickens for dinner. So join the squad as they crack an out-of-this-world case in Doreen Cronin's first book in the Chicken Squad series, The First Misadventure.
My first book is from the Dino Mike series called Dino Mike and the T-Rex Attack by Franco. Mike Evans is living a dream that any other kid would only wish for. His father is a famous paleontologist, and he has taken Mike with him on a real live dinosaur dig. As if that wasn't enough, his dad had this super cool jacket made for him. It has imitation dinosaur scales, the eyes in the dinosaur hood light up, and there's a lot of special features that Mike might need on his adventures that he hasn't discovered yet. So while his dad and the other scientists are painstakingly brushing dirt off of bones they have uncovered, Mike does a little exploring on his own. He follows a mysterious redheaded girl into the woods and makes an important discovery on his own: a real live T-Rex. How will Mike keep the hungry meat eater from chowing down on the scientists? This is full of nifty gadgets, mysterious strangers, and of course, did I mention a real T-Rex? So this is a fun read for all of you. Join the series and read Dino Mike series by Franco, Dino Mike and the T-Rex Attack. It's good.
My first book today to kick my series off is called Stick Dog, and Stick Dog has many different adventures that you can read about, but just so that you know, Stick Dog is a stick figure type dog, and he is on the quest for the perfect burger. You see, like all dogs, Stick Dog is focused on food, and so he is always looking for little nibbles here and there. But his true passion is hamburgers. And so if you like books about dogs, you may want to check out the Stick Dog series by Tom Watson.
The next book that I'd love to tell you about is Jasper John Dooley, Star of the Week, written by Caroline Adderson and illustrated by Ben Clanton. It is finally Jasper John Dooley's turn to be Star of the Week at school, but nothing is going his way. nothing is going like Jasper planned. First, his show and tell doesn't go the right way, and then a new baby at his friend's house completely steals the spotlight from Jasper. And the new baby also makes only child Jasper wonder if his family is a little too small. So Jasper decides to build himself a brother out of wood, and he calls him Earl. But soon, Earl's schoolyard shenanigans get Jasper sent to the principal's office. So we have to figure out if Jasper is going to be able to turn things around and still become the star of the week by Friday. So you can check out the first book in the Jasper John Dooley series, Star of the Week by Caroline Adderson, and find out.
That was good. I like that. From the Zoe and Sassafras series, Book 1, Dragons and Marshmallows by Asia Citro. Zoe and Sassafras spend their time exploring the world of science. Zoe even has a pair of thinking goggles that she keeps on her head, close to her brain, so that she can get some brilliant ideas. One day, she's at her mother's office desk, and she's looking through some old photos, and she discovers a picture of her mom when she was her age, and on top of her mom's head is a purple frog, and it's glowing through the picture. Her mom confesses a secret, that she is a scientist who helps magical animals in need right in their very own backyard barn. Now, not everyone can see these creatures, but Zoe can. So her mom knows that she has passed down this gift to her daughter. One day, Zoe's mom leaves on a trip and leaves Zoe with all these manuals on how to care for magical creatures on her own to take care of anybody who might show up at the barn. One day, she hears something rustling around the barn, and to her surprise, there's a small, green, scaly animal. It was a baby dragon. The creature opened its eyes and sat up. Now it's up to Zoe and Sassafras to figure out what's wrong with the little guy. Will they be able to help him before it's too late? Magical animals, science, mystery, and adventure makes this series perfect for curious kids, right? Read Zoe and Sassafras by Asia Citro.
My next book is a mystery series, and there are many in this mystery series. And the series is called Hilde Cracks the Case. And so in the first episode of Hilde Cracks the Case, we meet young Hilde, who is a crime reporter. And her job is to interview different people and report on what is going on. And she is hot on the trail of a thief. You see, on Orange Street, all of the baked goods are in danger. All of a sudden, cupcakes begin disappearing. Pies begin disappearing. And so Hilde and her sister Izzy decide that they're going to try to crack this case. They're going to investigate and hopefully meet their deadline later on in the day so they can post their news story online. Find out who the culprit is in Hero Dog, the first episode of Hilde Cracks the Case by Hilde Lysiak.
Another book I'd love to tell you about is Lulu and the Duck in the Park by Hilary McKay, illustrated by Priscilla Lamont. Lulu loves animals. At home, she has a parrot, she has mice, she has a dog, she even has 4 bunnies. And at school, her class has a pet guinea pig. But Lulu's worried that the guinea pig is a little bit lonely, and she wants to bring the pet guinea pig a friend. But her teacher, Mrs. Holiday, warns that Lulu may not bring any other animals into the class. If she brings even one animal into the class, she's going to be in big trouble, and Mrs. Holiday will give their pet guinea pig to a different class, so they won't have a class pet. So Lulu really doesn't want to break Mrs. Holiday's rule, of course. But then on a class trip to the park, Lulu finds a stray duck egg and she wants to take care of it, so she puts it into her pocket and brings it back to school. And with the help of her cousin Melly, she's going to keep this duck egg a secret from Mrs. Holiday so no one gets in trouble until the egg begins to hatch. So see what Lulu and her cousin Melly do with this hatching egg. And you can also follow Lulu on other animal adventures in the Lulu series by Hilary McKay.
That sounds good. From the author who brought you Fly Guy is this new series, Noodle Heads by Ted Arnold. Mac and Mac are brothers who take everything literally, exactly like it's said. For example, they go to help their uncle, and his uncle said, "Give me a hand," but they can't give him their hand. Or his uncle said, "Come on, you can help me. This is a piece of cake." And they sit there and wait for their cake. That being said, they want to help their mom, who was actually going to bake them a cake, but she needs firewood. So they go to the forest to gather the wood. But instead of collecting it, they climb up a tree and sit on a limb, and they start cutting that exact limb. Their friend Meatball shows up and warns them that they will fall. And they do. "He must be able to see the future," said the Noodle Heads, which allows Meatball to make further fools of them. For more fun and silliness, read the Noodle Heads series. This one is The Noodle Heads See the Future by Ted Arnold.
Now, my next book is a true story, and it's about the life of a children's author named Peter Sisk. And Peter grew up in a country pretty far away, and it was behind something that was called the Iron Curtain, where there were a whole bunch of countries where it was illegal to speak your mind. And it was illegal to just say whatever you like, sort of the way we do over here in the United States. We could pretty much believe whatever we wanted to believe, and we can pretty much talk about it very, very freely. But where he grew up, to believe something different from what you were told you were supposed to believe was a crime. And so find out what that kind of life is like in The Wall, Life Behind the Iron Curtain by Peter Sisk.
My last book that I want to tell you about today is also a true story. And this one is Right on Mercy, The Secret Life of Mercy Otis Warren by Gretchen Wolfley and illustrated by Alexandra Wallner. Do you ever wonder what it might be like to visit the past? Well, in this book, you can journey back in time to the 1700s with Mercy Otis Warren. And Mercy actually grew up right here in the state of Massachusetts. And in secret, Mercy used to write, and she would write different poems and plays, and she wrote all about the different events that were happening during her life, like the Revolutionary War. And she also wrote about different people that she knew, like the first president of the United States, George Washington. And in Right on Mercy by Gretchen Wolfley, you can learn all about Mercy and the different stories that she shared that have helped us learn about events from the past. And this is also a really fun book that you might want to check out around the 4th of July, because it's all about looking back at the beginning of the United States of America.
Hey, you. Psst. Yeah, that's right, me. I'm talking to you. I'm a plant, and I'm down here. Ugh. And so begins the book, Flower Talk by Sarah Levine. This cantankerous young cactus guides the reader on how plants use color to communicate. For example, red flowers attract birds by smell and the color. And not bees, because bees can't see the color red. White flowers talk to moths and bats. Says, "Come on here, pollinate." And what flowers do you think bees like? Well, they like yellow, blue, and purple. So the next time you look in your yard and see who's visiting your flowers, think about reading this book, Flower Talk by Sarah Levine.
It's a bird. It's a plane. No, it's not Superman, but it is Boys of Steel. Now, Boys of Steel, you will meet the two men who created the comic strip Superman. Now, these were a couple of guys that, felt that they were a little nerdy and a little uncool and a little geeky. And so they decided that they were going to create a superhero. And they did. They created one of the best loved superheroes of all time. And so if you're interested in comics and history, you may want to read about Boys of Steel, the creators of Superman. And so, boys and girls, those are some of our suggestions for your summer reading. And we hope that we hope that you'll read lots, and we hope that you'll sign up for our summer reading program, Imagine Your Story. I think we have a whole bunch of things on your suggested list that will inspire you to imagine all summer long. And keep up the good work. Keep reading. You second graders, you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.